You are now listening to the Insight Fantasy Sports Podcast.
Good evening. Yes, it's time to panic. It is the Panic Room round 20 here on Insight. I'm Paul, and joining me tonight, it's a little bit different, our makeup tonight. Deadly is doing deadly things and trying to stretch his body so he's over 4 foot tall for his plane ride down to Victoria later next month. But we've got Flanders. He's joining us fresh off the back of finishing, or not quite finishing his working week. How are you, mate?
Oh, I'm panicking, mate. I'm panicking.
There's a bit going on, isn't there?
There's a lot to go on, a lot to unpack, but we're all going to stress together.
Absolutely. And we've got Squiddy, my man who usually rocks up on a Wednesday night and gives us everything we need to know. He thought, fuck it. We're going Thursday night this week. How are you, mate?
Mm-hmm. I'm good, mate. You know how it goes. Shorter shows, double the pay. That's exactly what Squiddy's old here for. So happy to be here on the Panic Room, though.
Yeah, when you're talking about short things, Essendon's finals drought in days is definitely not short. But we can get to that another day. But what we're here for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going into the Panic Room, which is we go into the teams that are picked and how they affect your SuperCoach sides. We already know of a couple that are happening tonight, and we've been through the sides both before they dropped on the AFL website and also what we've been receiving via inbox, Flanders. And you're right, there is a bit to unpack because it will affect quite a number of people in SuperCoach.
Yeah, for sure. There's a fair few guys that have come out and a fair few role changes, I think, across some teams this week. So there's not been a lot of like-for-like changes. So it'll be interesting to unpack it with you boys.
100%. We're going to get stuck straight into it, but before we do, tonight's episode is going to be brought to you by The Standard Squeeze, who are helping you drink responsibly and conveniently. You can go to the website, thestandardsqueeze.com, and use the code IFS2025 to get yourself 15% off everything in store. Squiddy, you can start us off, mate. Hawks and the Blues. Harry Mkay is back, and also Day and Night is back.
Blake Acres, who is been linked to how many teams for this offseason. So good to see that Acres is back. But yeah, Will Day, huge one. We know how good the Hawks record with Will Day in the side is. So pretty flat check, I reckon, here that this is going to be a Hawks win, although shout out to Sam Doherty on his retirement game. So hopefully the Baggers can do something un-Blues-like and get up for Doc because he's been an absolute inspiration. So it doesn't matter who you go for. You got to just sit there and appreciate Sam Doherty is the warrior and the player that he's been, not just on the field, but especially off the field. That's 2 ACLs or 3 ACLs and 2 bouncer counter. Hats off to Doc. He's had an absolute career, and I know that he has been an absolute motivation and inspiration to so many people around Australia. So it's very hard to be a player that everyone universally loves and respects, and that's definitely Sam Doherty. So have a career, mate.
100%. Tonight, subs have just come through. Bailey McDonald and Cooper Lord are the subs tonight. As much as I'd love to see Carlton for once win this one for Sam Doherty, Flanders, I just don't see them getting the job done against the Hawks.
No, I don't. If there's a game that they're going to do, it'll be this one, but I can't see it happening.
No. With changes that have gone on, Carlton do look better with their 2 bigs in their forward line with Harry Mkay and Charlie Curnow. Squiddy, Ashton Moir showed a bit last week.
He did. Definitely against the D's backline that really looked like they gave up a bit. So, I mean, it's good to see. I just don't know how much I trust it. It's going to be a lot harder this week against Barras, Hardwick, Battle, Sicily. Like, that is a tough backline to crack. I'm just wondering, do you reckon that we see Jarman Impey float forward for another 3 goals in 10 minutes?
Oh, that could be spicy for those that love to Lockie Bramble responsibly. But
jeez.
Yeah, don't know. Cam McKenzie's another name that's been linked to off-season moves as well. Hawthorn people won't be overly happy with that because he is a player of the future. But Hawks probably too strong in this one, lads.
Yeah.
I think Carlton are going to be pretty competitive early, just for Doherty and Wiedering's 200. Well done, Wiedering. But I think after that, the motivation and the game plan of Hawthorn will shine through, and they'll probably beat them by about 28 points, I reckon.
100%. Yep. I'm with you on that one. When we're talking SuperCoach options, you've got your George Hewitt, you've got your Paddy Cripps. Where is our man Tom de Koning? Where is old mate?
Tough against Meek.
Bench,
Tough
bench
against.
side.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, not
Any
like
V- Are you VCing anyone in this game, boys? Or are you looking?
No. The next
Great.
one, because this next game is where my VC is going to be firmly planted, lads, and it's not Essendon. It's going to be a Western Bulldogs player, but we see the Flag Dons taking on Western Bulldogs, who will probably beat us by 100 points, but that's okay. Todd Goldstein is back. Nate Caddy is back. Sardell Hawley. For those that held all this time, you've got a loop option there. Congratulations. Vigo is having a rest. Archer May's having a rest. And as per our sources today, Xavier Dersma is having the week off to manage ongoing. It's not an injury. I think it's a groin that he's got going on. For the Dogs, Buslinger, the bus is back. Oscar Baker is out. Liam Jones has been omitted. Sam Davidson has been omitted. As we know, or as we've since found out, lads, Riley Sanders is pretty lucky to keep his spot.
Yeah, very lucky.
I just be looking for some cash or a move in the offseason, that's for certain, after seeing what Colby got.
Yeah, we're not going to get too far into it, but he's pretty lucky to have kept his spot this week. So we go through the sides, and is there really much to go through, Squid? Is it how much Sam Darcy or how many Sam Darcy going to kick? And my VC this week is going to be firmly on a Bontempelli.
Well, when you just look at it like that, Horse, they had so much to celebrate. Dogs need to keep their finals hopes alive. Essendon don't. Bont re-signed until 2029. Congratulations. Essendon don't. Dogs have Sam Darcy. Essendon don't. Who's probably going to play on him? Laverde. Ooh, that's yuck. And also, too, let's not forget the last time these two teams played earlier this year, and Bailey Dale nearly had 50 and the Dogs won by 91 points. So I would not be feeling good if I was an Essendon supporter. Rest in peace.
No. How many Dogs players do you have, Flanders?
I feel like the whole team at the moment, but I think the actual answer is about 4.
Yep.
4. I got 4 in the game. I have 3: Dale, Bont, and Darcy.
Nice.
How about you, mate?
Bont, Darcy, Dale. I might even have one more. I'll have to check my side.
Ed Richards, John Litter?
No, neither of them. Oh, I've got what's his name's been reeking on my bench all the time.
Yeah, the bus is back.
Bus. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the bus. I've got the bus too.
So that'd be nice to see him get a kick. But this is going to be awfully one-sided. Squid, are you VCing anyone in this one?
Oh, yeah, absolutely I am. Just the question is it Daly Bale or is it Marcus Bontempelli? And I think I'm leaning Marcus Bontempelli. Also, too, really pain in the ass by Essendon just to get rid of my my little boy Archer May with his nice little 60s that he gets every single week. So up yours, Scott. Appreciate that.
I think it's more of a management thing more than what it is an injury. So hopefully he's back next week because there's lots to like about Archer May, Nate Caddy, Isaac Kako kind of forward line with all these young up-and-comers. So let's hope we see it. We'll probably get belted for the rest of the year, but I am okay with that. Better draft picks.
That forward line screams ninth for years and years to come, Horse.
Yeah. There's lots of goals to go around here, isn't there, between West, Darcy, Garcia, I don't mind for a goal, Lockie Bramble responsibly. Matt Kennedy's been scoring well lately as well. Frazier lining up on a wing opposite Bailey Williams. I've already had enough about this game. Let's go to the other game on Friday night because there's a few big ins. Jesse Hogan is back for the Orange team. Josh Kelly and Sam Taylor is back. Max Grzuski is out. Harry Roaston is out. And they're resting my boy Leeka Lear. Not happy about that, but just making sure he's not injured for his move to St Kilda in the off-season.
He's got to go.
He's got to go. Yeah.
Tom
Papley's in. Aaron Francis in. Peter Laddams has been omitted. And Phil's man, Riley Bice, has been omitted as well. I'll start with you, Flanders. How do you see this one shaping up? Because even though Sydney are sitting well below where they usually are at this time of year, they're not a team to be taken lightly.
No, they've really found that next gear that they were missing at the start of the year. So I reckon this will go probably game of the round. Close too. They're really competitive. GWS need the wins for finals, and Sydney are going to potentially rattle themselves into the bottom of the 8 if they can put up everything nice and dice fall their way.
They've got to keep winning. That's the trick.
Yep. It'll be a good game.
Yep. You got your nice little juicy matchup here. Finn Callahan v. Isaac Heaney. Goulden, he'll probably start on a wing. Tom Green, Chad Warner. There's lots of Supercoach relevant players in this game. Lockie Whitfield, Lockie Ash, for those that went on Toby Green, Jesse Hogan. The package, he does not exist in any of my Supercoach teams. But Squid, who does Bedford go to? And then in turn, who does James Jordan go to?
Well, we've seen Jordan definitely do the number on Lockie Whitfield in the past, so I'd be shocked if he doesn't go back to Whitfield. Bedford's a bit more of a harder one. I mean, look, ideally you want to put him on Heaney, but can he go to Heaney? I don't think so. So I think the more logical one would be Goulden. But I don't know. It's a tough one. I think they've got to at least try the Heaney one first up and then just see how that goes. If it works, great. If it doesn't, bugger it. Let's just move him off and go elsewhere. So, but I think the Jordan to Whitfield matchup will be pretty much locked.
Do you think – I want to give you food for thought because that's probably the way I think as well, but Finn Callahan has really burst on the scene lately, hasn't he? And he's one that creates a lot of drive for GWS, pushing back into defence and then using his foot skills and run and create out of defence into attack. Do you think potentially that Sydney look to give him a bit of attention too?
I definitely could, but do you really like the thing that I kind of hamper with is I don't think Sydney are going to relinquish their hold on the midfield and just say, okay, we're going to try and take Callahan out. I think they still back in their A-graders to beat the Giants A-graders, especially with Grundy. So I think that's more how they'll look at it and then just try to shut down Whitfield. But then Ash can get off the chain off half-back too. But yeah, I think that's where they originally go for. Like, this is a huge, huge game. Cannot wait for this. We'll not be watching the Dogs and Bombers at all.
100%. Skull in the chat. How's it hanging, lads? You find length, gentlemen. He must be talking to you, Squid.
Yes, exactly.
Ahmed Frog, what is up with match times this week? Well, they put Sydney and GWS on so the horse doesn't have to watch his Bombers get belted.
Yeah, and then tomorrow...
1/4 of it, mate. 1/4, 7:20, 7:50, mate. 1/4 of it.
Yeah. I'll be busy doing something else then.
And then Saturday night, we don't have to worry about watching North getting absolutely fucking raped by Geelong. We just get to watch the showdown instead. I think it's great fixturing by the AFL for once. That's absolutely fantastic work.
Very smart. Hey, Flanders, before we move on, is Brodie Grundy a VC option for those that have him?
Yeah, he is. I probably wouldn't say Heaney is, though, because with Papley coming back in and same with Francis as well, I don't think Heaney's going to roll forward as much. He's going to take the goals out of his game. But just something for people to keep an eye on.
Here's a game that we do want to keep an eye on because you've been a Gold Coast Suns man and having your ear to the floor. There's some very Supercoach relevant news to come out of this selection. Nick Holman, Alex Davies, Jai Farah, Lockie Weller, Sam Collins in, Clossie out injured, Jed Walter omitted, surprising. Spits and Swallows, he's out. Ben Jepson has been omitted, and Dan Rioli, he's out for 4 to 6 with that. He's got a fractured leg. Conor McGregor's brother, Conor McKenna, shout out to Justin. He's back, and Zach Bailey's back. Kyle Lohman is out, and the toaster, Breville, he is out. But given that Dan Rioli's out, and you look through there, and the only real rebounding defender, if anyone, Lockie Weller, but he's normally a winger. Does this mean Sam Flanders goes to a back flank again, Flanders?
Guys, it's time to buy Flanders. It's time to buy Flanders. We have not bought a halfback. I have Lockie Brambled responsibly. Just as the streamer started here, I'm buying into Flanders for sub 400 grand. Yep, we haven't brought a halfback in. He's going to roll back there. It'll be shared between Noble, Jeffrey, and Flanders. Is my bet.
Wow. Okay. So for those that have trades and they wanted a nice downgrade option, is this where you go?
Yeah, if you have 400 grand to spend, yes. If you got 450, 475, I'd still go Whitfield if you don't have him. But if you're trying to ball in on a budget, I would buy Flanders.
What do you reckon, Squid?
I'm never going to go against Broads. So yeah, I'm cracking on with that. I love it. If he reckons he's going to get that halfback, we saw how good he's been 2 years ago as the halfback flanker. He was unbelievable. So I'm more than happy to have a crack on that.
If I told you that a 99K rookie at the start of the year, it would only cost you 90 grand to go up from him to Sam Flanders, you would call me crazy. But you could go up from Tom McCarthy to Sam Flanders. Oh, easy.
Unreal. That is fantastic.
That's nuts.
Unreal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go into the sides as we see how they're lining up here. Hewland, your man. McAndrew, Collins, Jeffrey, Willpower, John Noble. Yeah, they've still got Flanders at half forward, but I'm not sure whether that sticks.
You know, Matt Rowe's been named at full forward for like 4 weeks last year.
Rowe.
That guy there named at full forward, so I don't trust the Gold Coast team sheet.
That's where he plays his best footy. He's named on the ball here. Maybe he does go to full forward this week.
Oh, they're just reverse mind tricks. I like it. It's a dimmer thing to do.
For those that have Jared Witts, favourable matchup against Darcy Fort, but then you've got Matt Rowe against Josh Dunkley. Both have been really good of late. Noah Anderson, Nando's, we know what he's like on the Gold Coast. Pencil him in for a 120 plus. Chocky's Neil, he's been a bit down, but no one's really going to go with him this week. So probably a week that you can hold on to him. But Flanders, your mob, they give up some scores to half backs. Dane Zorko could be in for a good week this week.
Dane Zorko's in for a good week, so is Lockie Neal. Pretty much everybody from that midfield, and then add in Dane Zorko is in for a big week. We always give up midfield points, and we always get our asses kicked by Brisbane, so it's always a lovely time playing Q Clash.
Who's going to be the sub for your boys?
I'd probably pencil in either Nick Holman's probably my bet for that, or Jai Farah is the other guy that's high risk. So yeah, somewhere there.
Next game, Fremantle versus West Coast. Erasmus, for those that are on him. Oh, yeah.
Very quickly, as Brody was just saying that, I obviously just had to put on a little Lockie Bramble responsibly. For those that are wondering, the last 3 times that Sam Flanders has played the Brisbane Lions off of halfback, 33, 30, and 33 disposals. He's currently $6 for 30 disposals right now, and I have just got on. Lockie Bramble responsibly, obviously.
Yeah, do you want to do the next game while I just Lockie Bramble responsibly myself?
Absolutely, horse. We go to the Western Australian Derby, and we have Neil Erasmus in for the Dockers. Isaiah Dudley back in as well. Out for the Fremantle Dockers is Wagner and Johnson. In for the Eagles, Archer Reid, Elijah Hewitt, which is back, which is nice for some super coaches that held him. Out Jack Williams, Jack Petricelli. What are we looking at here, Flanders? Are we looking at a Freo run over, or can the Eagles do a little something here in the Derby?
Oh, they'll try to do a little bit of something, but I think the second half's just going to be an absolute pissing. They're going to take them all over the park. But I'd like to see Freo rolling out a bit of small ball here. Wagner and Johnson out for a bit of Neil Erasmus and Isaiah Dudley, a bit of small ball.
Mm-hmm. There's a good chance that it's just going to be Erasmus straight off of the sub again, which would be a real pain in the ass, or he will be subbed. But either way, I think you're absolutely spot on here. But I think the big question that everyone will have is this a viable C game for either Sarong or Brayshaw? Or Jackson?
Yeah, I think pretty much all of them roll into it. I've mentioned a few times that the Eagles are running a tag per se, but it's not a hard tag. It's more of a learning experience for their young guys and sending them with a Sarong or a Brayshaw. So, they're just they're gonna run everywhere. So highly consider a VC or C if you don't have Bond.
Also, Jordan Clark's one to keep an eye on. They give up a lot of points to running halfbacks too.
Yep. Do you guys want another good stat here as well? The Fremantle Dockers this year are currently 10-0 when teams haven't tagged Caleb Sarong.
Wow,
Yep.
So you reckon Brady goes to him?
I don't know if Brady Hoff's allowed to show his face after that tackle by Morris Rioli last week. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
There's not much going on for West Coast. Do we have to talk about them?
I have one question about West Coast. Let's say you have Tom McCarthy and you have Angus Clark. You can only field one of them. Who are you going?
Tom McCarthy.
Okay, beautiful. That's what I like to hear. Just wanted to know, just in case, ball's going to be down there a bit, Fessenden.
Yeah, Clark's been playing more on a wing anyway.
Oh, then I hate it even more. He'll get Oscar Baker. I hate this even more, though.
To no one's surprise, we're moving on.
Carry on.
North Melbourne
Yep.
versus Geelong.
Carry on.
Mbop is back. Finbar Maley and Zane Dersma is back in. Will Phillips has been omitted. Callum Coleman-Jones, the ruck extraordinaire from the North Melbourne Footy Club, is injured. And Cooper Harvey, he's been really good since he's come in. He's ill or crook. And to no one's surprise, Geelong can't be fucked submitting a team sheet. So
there'll be like 7 laid out for us.
Yeah, Flanders, who we going?
Mate, is it a question? Like, it's got to be Geelong.
Do you? I mean, from a SuperCoach perspective,
okay.
is Jezza Cameron worth a pod in if you can afford him at an F7 to loop him in if he goes 100 plus, or are you going Brian Myers? Or
if you got him in trades, I'd go it.
Yeah. What about Patrick Dangerfield at 360k? Can I interest you there?
It's not a disgusting pick, but I wouldn't take it in Classic. I'd take it in Draft every day of the week. If he's hanging around on anybody's waivers on those shallow leagues, I'd be jumping all over a bit of Paddy Dangerfield for the run home.
Mm-hmm. What about your boy, Squid?
Nah. No, I just wouldn't. But, Cole McKerch has been all right. So at least that's a good heads up. I can't believe that we didn't bring in Tyler Goad. I just cannot believe it. I don't understand why we wouldn't bring him in. It's got me stuffed. I understand he can't run in a full game, but shit, it's better than Callum Coleman-Jones' 5 minutes of footy. But, that's all right. This will be 100 points. Jessica Cameron's going to kick 10. We're the worst defense in the AFL. This is going to be great. Can't wait. Thank God we can watch the showdown.
Do you think that Bailey Smith and Max Holmes have bounce back games this week?
Yes, our only tagger just left the team. So, yeah, they're going to run amok. And we don't have a ruckman to even give us advantage. So this could be the game where we look at Reece Stanley and go, holy shit, that's an All-Australian ruck.
Oh, dear. Oh, well, that's enough about talking about North Melbourne Geelong then. Adelaide also can't be fucked submitting a team sheet. So Port Adelaide, Connor Rosey is back. Jed McEntee and Joe Berry is back. Manny Liddy and his leg sleeve is out. Dylan Williams gone. Will Lorenz done as well. Flanders, what do you think? Do you think this is going to be one of those tough, tight matchups that showdowns tend to bring out? Or do you think Adelaide are just that much better this year that it's going to be a blowout?
Port always finds something deep down for this sort of stuff. Whichever team sucks that year, always finds something deep down in that deep pit of hatred they've got for each other, that it always is competitive even when it shouldn't be. They could be first and 18th and it'd still be competitive. So,
100%.
and like Penn's last one as well, they're going to put up a fight. Probably an actual fight, but there'll be a fight. Yep.
Preach.
So, yeah, and Will Lorenz has obviously done something to the coaching panel there because for some reason they still hate him.
All right, so Jordan Sweet, he's not going 200 again, is he, Squid?
No, not against the defensive menace. That's Riley O'Brien, baby. Not a goddamn chance. But I'm so keen for this game. Love watching the showdown. But nah,
100%
can't.
No. Last time Jordan Sweet was a solo ruck against Adelaide, he scored 86. So temper expectations if you think he's going to go nuts again this week.
Everyone thought, like, Sweet, how he just played that so well. It's just the fact that Lloyd Meek could not be asked and was playing such more of a secondary handball role, and Sweet was able to feast off of it by just playing like Luke Jackson. Like, he got so many clearances and ground ball gets. It was unbelievable. So, yeah, there's no way.
Who was he playing against?
Lloyd Meek.
I know him. I don't know the other guy. Do we think Neil Bullen goes to Rosey across half back Flanders?
No, Neil Bullen hasn't tagged since he's moved over and changed his colours, and he's proving to actually be just a jet in general, and they're letting him be that. And I think out and out they're just going to let this one run its paces. So
yep,
it's going
to
duel.
They've done a bit, Adelaide, in the way of putting Ben Keys on damaging half backs and trying to get them going the other way, haven't they, Squid?
Jesus,
yeah. Keys' running forward is just an absolute freight train towards goals. It is all systems go, and they have to be liable for him because he's just been so good. So, yeah, I just don't know how, like the tall forward line for Adelaide Horse, like that is just working impeccably, and I don't know if Port are able to shut that down.
Yeah, Keys' running flat stick towards goal is like me running towards an all-you-can-eat buffet. There's just no one getting in the way.
Yep, and me to this floppy.
I'm taking out kids. I'm taking out everyone. Get the fuck out of the way. Yep. Adelaide by 10 goals for me. I think this might be one of the more one-sided showdowns.
I'll give Port a little bit of leeway. I'm going to say about 30, so I'll say about 5 goals, 6 goals.
Okay. Flanders?
Yeah, I'm going to go probably somewhere in the middle. I reckon it'll be 8, but I reckon there'll be a little bit of heart in it at the start.
Yep.
And Brandon's no Thatcher out there. Oh,
hey.
I want to
Froggy.
the piss out of him.
I'm not disrespecting him, but if he has to sit next to Thriller and he's given up about 60 kilos to him, that's a mismatch.
Jasper Elga, Steely Green, Harry Armstrong, and it's not bedtime for Noah Bolter because he's playing. He's in this week for Richmond. Seth Campbell is unfortunately out. Tim Membry back, Dan Houston back, Tom Mitchell back, Rowan Steele, he's getting a kick. Or he might not yet because they haven't dropped the other 3, but Bo McCreary is out injured.
Yes.
If the weather stays away, this might be a little one-sided, but I think we're expecting a bit of wet weather in Melbourne on Sunday, Flanders.
Yeah, it's going to be a little moist down here in Victoria. So, yeah, it's going to be so great. It's still going to be the Pies. Pies are just going to absolutely pants them.
If it is as wet as what it could potentially be, Squid, do we fade Dacos C against Richmond, who he would ordinarily go absolutely bonkers again or against? Or like hopefully Bontempelli just does the 150 tomorrow night and then we don't have to worry about it. But yeah, it's a tough one.
There's some good options prior to that as well. Like you could look at Dawson against Port. You could look at Sarong, Brayshaw, Jackson prior to that as well. So, but yeah, Dacos, I still think it's going to be all right. Dacos is still going to get you 120s. I just don't think it's going to be like, the outrageous game like last week. I think Richmond, will put up a bit of a fight here. Collingwood haven't been the Collingwood that we know and, came to respect over the past couple. They're in a little bit of a downslope. Richmond are on the up. So I think their pressure and contested footy aspect of this could make it either, Collingwood win by 10, but they could also give up very quickly and Collingwood could win by 80. But Collingwood don't really destroy sides, they win and they're happy and then they're going to go on to the next game. They're going to go on to finals. So, yeah, I think it is what it is, but I think it'll be very telling very early of how this game's going to go.
100%. Anyone SuperCoach relevant for you, Flanders, in this one?
Nick Dacos. That's it.
Yep.
Darcy
Josh
Cameron
Dacos.
and Nankervis.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
Hate it?
Yeah. No, I don't like Darcy Cameron versus Nank. He'll get him around the ground, but not every single time. Nank's got enough on him.
If it's going to be wet too, he'll muscle him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's not a player that you want to try and muscle up against.
Oh, yeah. Deadly's real daddy's in the chat. That's good to see. Let's move on to that game. St Kilda versus Melbourne. Angus McLennan, Ari Schoenmaker, the shit bloke, is back in. Marquez's favourite player at St Kilda, Zach Jones, is in. Lance Collard is back as well. Darcy Wilson out again, injured. Rumours are that the St Kilda coaching staff aren't happy with him, Squid.
Yeah, I know. That's really, really weird from being someone that's got such a good engine. The only thing I could think of is that he does kind of shy away from contact a lot. So that'd probably be the only thing that I would hit him for. But other than that, how can you fault a guy with such a good running capacity and engine?
Mm-hmm. For Melbourne, Tommy Sparrow, Blake Howes, Harrison Petty, Charlie Spargo, Jed Adams, and West Coast legend Jai Cully. Train, I'm looking at you. Don't ever trade for Jai Cully ever again. Stephen May has been put down as injured, but we know he's been given 3 at the...
No, he's injured.
Injured how?
He's concussed.
From what?
He got concussed last week, and then he also has copped the suspension, but he's concussed at the moment. So that's why he's not playing this week. He's actually concussed.
Okay. What did the door at the tribunal hit him on his way out? Colton Tolstrup out and Harry Sharp omitted. This is the last game of the round, lads. At Marvel, St Kilda for me.
I'm going St Kilda too. Also, do you guys reckon May should have copped 3 weeks? Because I don't.
I think he's been punished on the concussion, not so much the act.
Yeah,
shock me. Shock. AFL are fucking idiots.
Tell me how you really feel.
I love you, and we love the fact that you allow us to do content for AFL. So thank you very much.
Fucking idiots.
Cowards.
Cowards.
There's no cone of the week this week. Jeez. How's Isaiah Wanganeen Malera going to go against the D's, Flanders?
Taking the piss. He'll take the piss against anybody. I don't know why this is a question. He's just going to take the piss against whoever. Who's going to run with him? Zach Jones?
I think it might be Charlie Spargo.
He's on the same team, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought I'd do my best Hurls impression there for you.
Well played. Well played.
Keep him around. Keep him around.
Not bad. Slaps ass.
They slaps us. They have no one to go with him. No team has anyone to go with Nas. He's just that good.
That's what you say when you go, well, someone could probably tag him. Like you could theoretically say like Spargo or something like that. But can you really just keep up with Nas? No. He just had 33 and 2 goals playing off a halfback and then moving midfield, and he's still able to do that. Like he's the kind of guy, right? Like where normally players they start swirling rumors about going to another team to up their pay. I don't think St Kilda have enough to pay him, and they have about a $1.8 million war chest. I still think they need more.
Last time Gawn played Marshall at Etihad Stadium or Marvel Stadium,
Colonial?
he scored 84 points.
Ooh. Ooh. Also, too, Jake Lever, you're going to look so good in the blue and white next year.
Yeah. Can we get Skitty to skull a full frothy?
Nah. Skitty's got to go be a dad in a second, so no.
We've got no real questions in here. We've been addressing them as we go, but it's a bit of a fake rivalry, isn't it? The Saints versus the D's.
Yeah, someone needed to fill the Sunday slot. Something.
Yeah, exactly right. And no one cares. So it's fine. Look, let's be honest here. There's going to be about 15 people at this game. Like, it's ski weather. Saints suck. So there's going to be no one here. So, and that's okay.
It's just a nice little parting shot on the Sainers.
This is the definition of a graveyard.
Yeah.
On the plus side, at least SuperCoach will open by the time we do the wrap-up pod on Sunday night.
That's a very good point.
Can we get Flanders to have a sip of beer?
No beers in front of me, mate. I'm clean. I got to get dinner after this before the game.
Oh, unreal. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, they are our teams for this week. There's a bit going on. If anything, our man, the Gold Coast man, Flanders, has suggested that Flanders himself, Sam Flanders, Diddley, is going back to halfback given the out of Dan Rioli and Gold Coast not bringing in anyone to cover Dan Rioli. So just have a bit of a look-see for that this weekend. Lockie Bramble responsibly if you do decide to do that. If you'd like to keep in touch with us via the DMs or want to be part of the punters chat or our group chats that we have all within our Patreon, the link is in the description below. Click on that. We are active all weekend and love the banter that get around in there. Squid, where can the people at home find you, my good man?
SC Squiddy, wherever. You know how it is. That's what we do. I just copy off of everyone else that does all the hard work and then just make it my own. So good on me.
At least he's honest.
Slaps ass. Flanders, where they finding you, mate?
SC_Flanders on both X and on Instagram. So come over, have a chat.
May's injury, I think it's a rest, mate.
No, it's not. It's a... Oh, sorry. Yep. I thought you meant Frothies.
Yeah, Archer May.
Yep, my bad.
Yep, on that.
And Deadly's real daddy wants to know, is Tom Stewart going to play? Not some Bailey Smith laid out type of operation.
They could lay out their whole damn team.
Yeah. Very, very good point.
I don't like the fact that Geelong never put out a team sheet. So I understand it from a coaching point of view, but from the consumer point of view and from a fan point of view, hate it. Be better.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't surprise me this week given that there's no Larky, is there?
No, there's no Suv.
No.
So this week could be the week that they rest Tom Stewart if they need to moving forward.
Yeah. I think there's a good chance that Tom Stewart gets rested, but not because of the Bailey Smith type operation, because Tom Stewart's been carrying an injury and doesn't do bulk cocaine and get caught. So I think that there's a chance that he gets rested, but not because of the same operation as Bailey Smith.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do us for tonight. Like, subscribe, and give us the bell if you listen to us on audio. Give us that 5-star review. One thing you are going to get here at Insight is absolute no filter with our man Squiddy and Flanders as well, bringing all good things, numbers and that to the Patreon. On the horse, Above me is Flanders. Below me is the GOAT himself, Squid. We'll see you Sunday night for our review show of round 20, leading into your SuperCoach finals. We'll catch you then. Peace.